And let's just say if Mr. Desjardins, maybe a contract's been offered and signed, when do you look at trying to at least announce that press conference scheduled tentatively?
I would like to think in the next week to 10 days,
Okay.
Tony, if all goes well, we can have one of the two key names that everybody is curious to hear. One is the name of our team, and one is the name of our general manager. I think we'll be naming our general manager first.
Well, great segue, Mr. Hunt, because that is obviously the next place I want to go. The Ottawa Redblacks. I mean, there was a league, the Ottawa Rush. You had what, over 45 entries, and at the end of the day, whatever name it is, I think it will grow on you as long as the team is successful on the field. That's my point. But where are you in the process? And again, give us your thoughts on where your head's at.
Well, we're still going through part of the process of getting to a name that we think fans can be proud of and that we can have for a long, long time. I've always said the most important part of the name is Ottawa in the name. And I think there's a couple of realities. One, given that for so long, really, it's been the only topic of conversation that people have been able to have other than, the ongoing process of getting Lansdowne approved at City Hall, which, of course, was not the most exciting stuff for football fans, but talking about a name is exciting to football fans. And I think over time, people have kind of picked their name, whether it's a name they heard or a friend of theirs suggested or one that they have themselves. So we've got the entire community, for the most part, with an investment, an emotional investment in some name or another. So any name we come up with ultimately, I think is not going to be overly well received by the majority of the population. But on the other hand, I think over time, any name will get to be comfortable. And don't forget, it's not just a name, but it's everything you build around it. The whole brand, the logo, the uniform. I always make the example of the 67th when Howard Darwin probably first wrote 67 on a whiteboard. That wasn't overly inspiring, I'm sure. But once you build a logo and a jersey, and now we have obviously the famous barber pole jersey.
Yeah.
The name came to life, and I'm hoping something similar. When we choose a name, in black and white, but it's going to be a whole brand and a whole package. And I think once people see a whole package, they'll warm up to it. And I think 6 months from now, Tony, no matter what name we choose, I believe it'll be it'll wear on people, or they'll get to be comfortable with it, and focus won't be on the name in 6 months. It'll be on the players on the field and everything else about the whole experience at Lansdowne.